Hey guys, it's Tammy here, and what you're about to watch is a live coaching demo. Now, due to the nature of this being recorded live for public consumption, the coaching client had shared that that was a bit of a barrier to disclosing openly all that she wished to disclose. So, keeping that in mind, I took my questions to places where I felt she might want to explore more openly. Now, watching it back, there are certainly many places where I could have stopped and observed and asked and checked in, taken the questions in a completely different nature. And that's the wonderful part about coaching, is that no two people will coach the same, and no two conversations will end up being the same. Each time we explore this topic and go deeper to it, we'll come up with something new and glorious for the client to take home and do something with.
Thanks for meeting with me today, Pardeep. And
Yeah,
before we get started, just tell me a little bit more about yourself and what you're hoping to get out of today's session.
yes. So I studied at college, and I came from India like 7 8 years ago, and as a student, and then I started in Northwest and applied for student visa, um, uh, and I was taking nursing, LP, licensed practical nursing, and you were my instructor, and I had a great time with you, learning from you guys, and also but there was a struggle as well when you come from back home, and it is a different culture background, and then and all of a sudden it's a new environment when you join here as a student. So yeah, it was a lot of um, like mental pressure, pressure of working while studying. So um, yeah, so I think those are the challenges that I faced when I came here as a student.
Okay. So as you share that bit of background, what is the big concern that you're facing right now or the big struggle?
Right now, just coping with my mental health while I'm studying and focusing on my work as well. So sometimes it seems hard to like balance your work life and your regular personal life. So yeah, that's the main concern for me right now.
Balancing work and personal life. So when you talk about mental health and balancing work and personal life, what are you hoping to get out of today's session?
So I'm hoping to get some interventions, like being a nurse. Like obviously, I know some of the intervention. You meditate, you do this and that. You help and relieve the stress day to day basis. But I'm hoping to get the different aspect, like how to manage it well, and also how I can help others from my perspective as well.
Okay. Where are you finding that it's not working well for you right now?
Just a coping mechanism. Like I usually am very active. I go to gym, and I like to. Actively participate in like every field of my life, like work, gym, like family, so everything. But sometimes I feel not heard enough, not supported, and it impacts somehow on my mental health. So yeah,
So it cut out just a little bit with our singing background there. There are times where you don't feel heard and you don't feel
supported enough.
supported.
Yeah.
Okay, heard and supported. And where is one place in your life right now where you feel that you're not heard and not supported?
Uh, like not all the time, but when I'm working with some coworkers or at my work, um, and also when I am trying to communicate something to my family. So then I don't uh, rest to uh, receive the same vibe or same feeling from other people that I'm giving in. So that's when I feel that I'm giving too much and not receiving the same.
Giving too much and not receiving the same. Okay. And what does that feel like for you?
Just sometimes being left out in a situation. Sometimes I feel that it's more of accepting in a way, but it's just some time that I'm not feeling that I'm being supported enough, like, or heard enough from everyone around me.
Yeah. And you mentioned that it leaves you to feeling left out sometimes. Left out of what?
Um, yeah, it's a good question, actually. um, like the support you need every day um, from other people. I don't know how to say it, like, but
Yeah.
it definitely affect my brain somehow. But I don't know how to explain it well.
You've mentioned the word support several times. What does support look like for you?
For me, it's being able to communicate or being able to understood by my close ones, like uh, especially the family members. And so also for me, understanding is like as in nursing, we always talk about empathy and the feeling of putting yourself in other people too, and understanding their perspective and their situation. So and sometimes I feel like I'm not being heard enough or being understood in that way.
Understood. Yeah. If they stood in your shoes, what perspective would they see?
Oh, that's very interesting question, actually. Yeah. So they can see a different feeling that the decisions that we make in life that are sometimes for everyone. Mm, like it's for everyone's good, and also yeah, I think that they can understand me more, and also how I do the things and way of me, like doing the thing, then they can understand it more.
What do you want them to understand?
Mm. Like I had a very personal situation in my life that I wanted them to understand it. Like I would not like to mention it as it is being recorded and it is too personal. Um, yeah, but that situation that I was going through, and I wanted everyone like clearly understanding and my perspective. I have this kind of beliefs, and it was also from the religious perspective. It was right, and there was nothing wrong about it. But in that situation, I felt that I was being left out, that nobody is able to understand me, especially my family member, who I think will always support me and understand me in every situation. So maybe that was the reason that I could not. Um, like I'm not then so I felt that I'm not being supported in that situation that was very important to me, and then uh, I felt like um, so maybe they're not uh, being like intentionally supportive, or they are not trying to understand my point. um, yeah, so I mentally struggled with like how to deal the situation all by myself.
Okay. So we started out this call kind of really broad, talking about mental health and feeling heard and supported. Are we on the right path? Are we getting closer to what the root of this is for you?
I think we are.
Okay. If we were to summarize where we're at right now, where would you say we are?
So I just thought about I maybe I forgot the root cause, what I was dealing with by what I'm holding in my heart. And so I think it just came out, and I had to think about it. Okay, what happened? Why I'm holding it so tight? And then what is why I'm holding back? Like from my family members, why I'm not able to communicate with them. So I think that was the reason that happened in the past. So I'm still holding on to it.
Yeah, there's something here at the heart, you said. Yeah. What is it you're holding on to?
Um, Actually, I'm not able to mention it here, but it was too personal. Like it.
Okay, what's the feeling you're holding on to?
Like I felt like they were not able to understand me,
Okay.
or fully support me. Yeah.
Okay. We'll work with that. We'll work with that. Noticing there's a holding back here too, right? For the ability for the recording.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's a connection now and holding back here and holding back in that relationship. What are you protecting by holding back?
I think my feelings. I felt like my feeling got hurt when I was expecting from others that they will support me in those times, and then they did not. So it just the hurt. I don't want to experience it again in my life, and that makes me like for me harder to trust other people that I felt close to me again.
Yeah. Did you say trust? Hard to
Yeah.
trust? Yeah. Okay. So is that what we're really talking about today? Is trust?
Yes, I think
Okay.
so.
Okay. Right. Sometimes in coaching, it takes a little while to unpack, what we
Yeah.
think we're talking about, want help with, to get to what the real core of it is. So trust. Okay. If you had trust, what would that allow you to do that you're not doing right now?
I think it would really help me to gain my full perspective, like potential in my life. I'm back with the communication with my family, and I'm not fully trusting them right now. And then, so I think it's holding me back somehow. And then I'm not giving my 100% that I should be doing right now. And I'm feeling really low at this point.
Yeah. So it sounds like it's impacting many areas of your life.
Yeah, work, and then my social life. Even though I'm very good at communicating, as we all always communicate with our patient and everyone here, families, everyone, but the more interpersonal communication, that attention of the mind is not there somehow. Yes.
I want to point out a discrepancy you shared. So the first part of our conversation, there was a lot of comments about, I'm not a good communicator. I have a communication problem. They don't understand me. So there was this kind of concept that the way and the words you were using were not being received how you wanted them.
Mhm.
And in this last breath, as you talked about your professional piece, there was this, I'm a good communicator belief that slid right in there.
Yeah. Yes.
What do you make of that?
Maybe I'm more open at work. I feel like I'm more communicating more like professionally, like in a therapeutic professional manner, and then I'm more open. I talk. So there is no like personal feeling associated. Like we keep things very professional, and there are certain boundaries, and you are here to work and support other people. And then when I need that support, like so I expect it from my family members, and then it's not there. So
Yeah, great. Now I've heard the word expectation a few times as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What does,
Maybe have maybe it's a unrealistic expectation. I don't know. Yeah.
what do you think? What are you holding on to with that word?
So I'm from very like kind of conventional family that have its stereotypes, rituals, and they are holding on to the beliefs. And I think they are right as well from their perspective. But if they were like more open, then if they could had supported me in that situation, like in particular that situation, then maybe things were different right now.
Was there a difference of expectations or beliefs held by different people here?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sensing there was a struggle,
Yes. Yeah.
a
Yeah.
struggle to come together on a shared belief.
Yeah.
Does that sound like we're in the right spot?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What did you expect them to do different?
So I was really close to. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna help my baby sister. Is that okay if you give me
Sure.
1 minute?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes. Hello, I'm back. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to change the question anyways. I was thinking about it. Okay. So we have these two different dynamics, work and home.
Yeah.
When you trust in the workplace, what does that look like?
Uh, so workplace, I'm very like keeping things like on a professional level. Um,
What is that?
so like only keeping in my mind that I'm here to work and support my coworkers when they are in need, and communicating with them, and making sure that I'm not having any personal relationship with them, or any other kind of feeling that would be too personal.
Mhm. So
Yeah.
support them, communicate with them. Earlier you mentioned boundaries.
Yes.
Hmm. And that's what leads you to trust, feeling trust.
yeah, that being supported and also being able to communicate with them well. I think
Mhm.
that uh,
What actions tell you they're supporting you?
so whenever I need help or whenever they need help, I'm always there to help them. Or whenever I ask for um, help from my coworker, and they are there to help me in those situations.
So you can ask and you can receive what you need.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. What other behaviors do you see?
Sometimes like there are some politics going on work, but yeah, but I don't know about my like I don't know much about that, like how other people talk behind your back or anything. So I don't usually deal with any of that.
Okay, so they're not talking
So
about
I
you
just
behind your back.
yeah, so I just keep in mind I'm here to work, and then leaving that everything on work, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other behaviors do you see that let you know they support you?
Um. So whenever I need any education, or I ask questions, they answer it back, and they're understanding if I need any like if they are very understanding if I'm explaining things to them, or um if I need a let's say leave, or I need any vacation. So we talk to each other that and we support each other at
Okay.
work.
And that support is the foundation of trust.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And that trust allows you to feel and live into your potential.
Yes. Yeah.
Sounds like we've got kind of a 3-step: support, trust, potential.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's look at the place where you're stuck with support, where it doesn't feel like there's support. And I want you to look now for the behaviors that tell you in this stuck situation that they are supporting you. What do you see?
Uh. Yeah. Yes.
I
Yeah.
know we're gonna like put
I
your
would
brain on
feel
notice.
wow. I would just feel wow, and I would feel happy and relieved from my heart that that everything is okay now.
Yeah, I really want this is the challenge right now.
Yeah.
This the belief we have is that we're not being supported over here.
Hmm.
And with that belief, what we think about our mind will focus on it.
Yes.
And we sometimes overlook the places where there is support because it doesn't match our definition. So we're going to challenge your brain here a little bit.
Okay.
I want you to put aside all of the old story, the
Hmm.
feelings and the thoughts, and go back into that moment. What is an indication that they were supporting you that you can see?
Just listening to me and giving
Okay.
me emotional support at that, especially at that time, because I felt like I really lost my closed one, like the person that was very close to me. So, but I did not uh, see that emotion, like felt that emotional support, or saw it as well. I didn't see it from them, coming from them. Yeah.
You didn't see it then, you see it now. Is that what you're sharing?
Uh, no,
Or
actually,
that's what you
yeah. So, they never supported me on that path.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to put that aside.
Okay.
And we're going to really dig in now and see, is there anything that I can look at that I would say, oh, that actually was support? I'm going to give you questions now based on what you shared as your definition. Did you ever ask a question and receive information from them?
Yes, actually, I asked them, and then they felt that I was strong. I was able to handle the situation.
Yeah.
But
So
I
part,
feel like I
just
could handle
notice, just
anything
don't
but
go into
this.
the butts yet. Don't go into the butts yet.
Yeah.
Stay here in this moment. There may be something here, there may not be, but let's just stay in this moment. So the definition is I ask and I receive.
Yeah.
And you asked and you received.
Yeah. Yeah.
May not have been what you wanted or needed or thought, but you asked and received. That pattern was there. Okay. Have they been talking about you behind your back? Were they talking about you behind your back during that time?
Mm, yeah, maybe.
A little bit? Okay.
Little. Yeah.
Were they answering your questions when you had a lack of knowledge, didn't know what to do and support you with getting new information?
No, I felt like
Okay.
I needed lots of emotional affirmations, positive reinforcement, and how to
Okay.
just yeah.
What of
But it
that
was,
have you shared with them?
sorry.
What of that? So those three things we looked at your definition of support.
Yes.
We identified one thing that they did and two things that you feel they didn't do well,
Yeah.
leading you to feel unsupported, which leads you to the untrusting and no potential. How much of that have you shared with them?
Uh, so I feel like in front of family, I could only speak so much, and I was not able to cry my heart out in front of them. But uh, but maybe when they were not with me or they were not watching me, then I would be more emotional or more like in grieving stage. But in front of them, maybe I was just pretending that I was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because this is how our families work sometimes, and everybody has a different type of families, and ours is more um, holding the stereotypes and things like that. Whatever decision the family makes, we have to follow that path, or it is best for us. Which I completely understand, but sometimes you need you want to communicate with them on your level, and you want friends more than like you want them to understand you as a friend, not the like parent level. So yes.
Yeah. So what do you want to do differently?
Mm. So I want to like communicate with them more, and
Um,
also um
let's just stick with that one for a minute.
yeah,
Yeah. What needs to change for you to feel safe to do that?
to use my words wisely. I don't share my feelings with my family members sometimes, I guess. I just sometimes I pretend that I'm okay. Usually I am like I feel like I'm very strong in every aspect. I can handle like so much that's coming in my way. But there are things that affects you, like that can shake you.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And
so
when you're pretending, what's the impact on trust?
Yeah, it's yeah, it's I think it's not there, or maybe it's not how it's supposed to be in a relationship with your family. And yeah, so just on the emotional level, and it's like I'm giving them silent treatment. Maybe that's
Yeah,
how I express my pain. I don't know.
yeah. Well, let's go back to the support because support was
Mhm.
foundation of trust.
Yes.
When you ask, you receive.
Yeah.
Now, values are multi-directional. They're not just for you.
Hmm.
If you value support, when they ask, you give. And I heard you say that earlier, right? It goes in two directions.
Yes. Yeah.
And what I'm hearing you say is, I'd like to be able to communicate with them more, but I'm also pretending. So there's a value here of, is it connection or belonging? What is that word for you?
For me, it's like that I'm pretending that I'm okay. I can handle it.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe there was no other option for me. Like I never felt supported or felt that I was safe in that situation or emotionally guided. So so that was the only option for me to left that like to pretend that I'm okay
In
now.
that moment. Yeah, in that
Yeah,
moment, right?
yeah,
We're past that moment now. So I'm hearing you say you'd like to be able to communicate with them
yeah,
more. Yeah, okay. And now communication is a two-way street,
yes.
as you know. So what needs to change with the pretending? This is where you have influence. What needs to change here so that you can create that vision of communication for you and your family?
Maybe if I able to forget that moment that okay, that was in past and I have to move forward. But it's really hard to do that for
Hmm.
me especially. And
What would you rather do?
so just focusing on the positive aspect. They are my loved one, and in end of the day they are my family, and they are my support system, and they are the one who raised me. And yes, I love them unconditionally. So it doesn't matter. Yeah.
So what
Mhm.
is that? What does that mean for your pain?
So I just need to hide it.
So it's almost like a circle. We're still at pretending. The comfort isn't there, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What is your next step that you see as possible to create communication?
Uh, like when I'm able to uh, just back down on the negative aspect of the situation, or also focusing on the positive aspect, and that I have to like build a strong bond with my family, and that moving forward, I have to be strong for myself. So that's what I think will help me.
Okay.
Yeah.
How will that impact your potential? That was one of the side effects of not having trust.
I feel like somehow how it's holding me back. I was raised to be like trusting in family members more than other people, or even than other than my friends. So, uh, I feel like I always had a very strong and close bond with all of my family members, and somehow with that situation or what happened, that I was feeling so much pain, and they were not able to understand me, and they were um like they were creating other scenarios in their mind. Maybe this is happening, that is happening, and I was not able to communicate with them what is happening inside of my heart. And then so I think that that's what really that's what really happened actually. Yes, it's me like going through the situation alone, and then yeah, I don't know, sorry, I forgot what the question was.
I did too.
Yeah.
I got caught in your story.
Yeah.
What change do you want to see?
I just want that everything will go back together like magically or somehow in a like the way it was before, like a strong bond and that connection that I felt before with my family. So it should be there now as well and moving forward. Like maybe it's there, or maybe I was not able to see it because of the pain or of like the grieving stages. uh yeah.
What do you see differently now?
Now, like with the situation you mean, or
Yeah.
now I understand, and I'm more like accepting the situation that okay, that happened, that how it's supposed to happen, and it's okay, like things happens in life, and there are lessons you have to learn, like keeping so that help you move forward in life. So yeah, I think that was part of my lesson as well.
And then let's bring that back to trust and potential. What is the impact of accepting?
Um, Maybe moving forward, I will not put that much trust in somebody, or um just I will try to keep my heart like guarded by all by myself. Yeah, I don't know what to say, but yeah, that's what I think.
Is that your ideal path forward?
Uh, as um for the situation like I faced in past, so I think that's the best option.
That's the best option for now.
Yeah.
Okay. And if there was a magic wand that could make it anything you want, what would be the best pathway forward?
Just everything goes back.
Goes back.
Yeah, that
Okay.
like it was before. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing. What you've highlighted here is that sometimes in a coaching session, we just explore a little bit more around the periphery and the edges, and we get to a new place of information or acceptance or decision.
Yeah.
Your choice today, as I'm hearing it, is to work on the acceptance piece.
Yes.
Does that
Yeah.
sound right? Yeah. Um, And there's still this bigger vision out there that ongoing coaching helps to pull forward and helps to uncover steps and pathways to about, well, we know we can't go back in the past, but to maybe revisit or reframe or reshape what this looks like going forward
Yeah.
with the values of trust and potential guiding it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want to do with this acceptance piece? How will you make that a living thing for you going forward?
For me, so I will keep only positive things in my mind moving forward. That okay, I fully accept the fact that things happen in past, and that is how it's supposed to go. And then now I have to keep in mind that there is a positive aspect of life that is waiting for me, and maybe it's gonna be more wonderful, and maybe I will be able to build more stronger connections. So it's just a hope as well.
Okay, so some hope,
Yeah.
positive reframing.
Yes.
Okay. So let's just play devil's advocate. You're doing the positive reframing, you're looking for the opportunities for the goodness, you've got all this hope, and something like this happens again. What will you do?
I think I'm more strong now. I can before maybe I can say I was young. I was okay like with age as well. Or now emotionally I'm more strong. It made me stronger, I guess.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
So I'd like to offer up a challenge, and you can say yes or no. And you
Okay.
can also counter and say, I like that idea or I don't like that idea. I want to do this instead.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'd like you to do is journal the situation, get the story out of your head onto paper, and then go back and read it and find the opportunities and the places of acceptance that you can then release those feelings that you're holding on to.
Yeah.
What does that sound like for you?
Yeah. I will do it actually. Yes.
Okay.
Sounds a
When will
good
you do
idea.
that by?
I think it's gonna be little long process, like, and I think I'm emotionally attached to it, so I might cry into
Great. Crying's
or
good. It releases toxins, as you know.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So when will you like to have this done by? So that you can cleanse that, it sounds like, cleanse as you write, and
Yeah.
then find your path forward.
I think I would need a week at least.
A week. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's check in a week.
Yeah.
So today is, I have to pull up my calendar because I can't do mental math. Today is the 10th. So next
Yeah.
Wednesday, the 17th,
Okay.
let's reconnect and follow up on your journaling of the event, getting it all out on paper, and then
Okay.
taking that second look through it with the eyes of acceptance
Yes.
to see what you see different.
Okay.
We'll go from there.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Tammy. Yeah.
You're welcome.
You really like um I was able to see like in my heart that okay, what's in there, what's in there. So yeah, you really helped me find those hidden places, I guess.
Oh, great, great.
Mhm.
Yeah, and not feeling the vulnerability and safety to express everything you need to express because it's being recorded. I'm really delighted to hear that you were still scouring those
Yeah,
places in your mind and your heart to find the truth for you and
yeah.
communicate it as best you can for the listeners who are going to watch and hopefully learn and grow from you as well.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate your call. Thank you.
You're welcome.